All right, what's good, you guys? It's your girl Sibo, and obviously you're on earGROUND TV. And today I am so excited because we've got a special guest in the house. I don't think I should do the introductions. I don't think I'll do justice to it. So, um, here we are, and I'm
Okay.
in the house with Confused. Mr. Confused, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Nice, nice. Okay, Zimbabwe. This is the real voice of Confused, the versatile, king of style, Ndurura Nemunyanyi, king of Romaga. Yeah, that's the intro.
Okay, no, that's totally fine. So since we're here, I'm sure Zimbabweans are wondering, you've been here, you've been dropping music, you've been consistent, but you haven't been on the ground in Zimbabwe. So I'm sure people are just prone to ask, like, what happened, like when you left, and why did you stay away for so long, and why did you decide to say, okay, now this is the time for me to go home? Yeah.
Okay. Well, I left because takumboda umbono itashe mabuku ne family and stuff. We were doing music, but it wasn't really, sustaining. So I don't bother my books, pamusoro music, so that we can balance in case, she music again sideways. You could always still go back to other things. So yeah, that's the reason why I left for that long. But now I'm back, and yeah, Trungo continue. We're just continuing with the flow, and yeah,
Okay.
still doing the same thing.
So from what I picked up, you said you were doing the music, but maybe the music was really not enough. So are you saying that in Zim, music is not enough to sustain, a person and be the sole thing that you actually like rely on?
Well, it depends. It depends with the person or the artist, really. For some, and for some, they do other things on the side as well. So I can't really say in Zimbabwe because I don't want to speak for other people. I want to speak for myself. So, but yeah, I think it's always wise to have a backup plan. In my own opinion, I think it's good for you to also have, just in case, not just in music, but with everything.
In
So
general.
yeah, you should be able to probably be a multitasker or jack of all trades in a way, or a hustler. you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have done Afrobeats, you have done dancehall. We have had a whole lot of love jams from you. So would you say that you are genreless? Like you don't really have where you where you can say, okay, this is the genre that I stand with, and does that ever like make it hard for fans to connect with you in a way?
Not really, because I feel like when I'm on theater, they just take whatever it is that I dish. But I do have a genre. I'm a Zim dancehall artist actually, and but I then fuse my dancehall with my genres agati or agasiana because we'll be just experimenting. Because if we look at the sound, yataita like when we started and what's there now, everything has changed, and it's like
Yeah.
music keeps evolving. So we always try to, fuse nation engaged equal time and we also experiment because fans get tired of listening to the same things as
Over and
well.
over again.
Yeah, so we try to also move with the times. So that's why you see me in Chihimbo town getting
Funny enough, that's actually where I was going next
yeah.
because I was thinking you were there, Ninko Zema urban grooves, and then somehow you're still standing, like even now, like people can still resonate with your music. But there are people who were not able to do that.
Yeah.
And one would really wonder where they went wrong and how you were able to separate yourself from that.
Well, like I said, inini personally ndiri munhu wekuti ndinokwanisa kupinda pama-instrumentals akasiyana. So you find with some other artists anenge ane kwaakasimbira and possibly that's all they can do. Probably voice rake rinoenderana in a certain style that they can't really be that versatile in terms of singing on a different type of genre, beat or whatever. So with me, ndinokwanisa kupinda. I can fit in on, I think, almost any type of instrumental. So that's how I managed to,
Keep it
stay on track,
moving.
and and keep up with the times, in terms of sound. Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've dropped so many songs. I think some of my favorites, Vana Goodbye, Vana Good Night,
Mm-hmm.
and we have Vana Personal Person, right? But there's a huge contrast sometimes between the songs. Like at this one point, you're so in love, and then the next, you're so heartbroken, and then it's just one thing after the other. So I just want to know,
Okay.
I want to know, like, what's there behind that, and is there something like very personal that you could say, okay, this is what inspired me to then go down the love song route, and when I wrote Vana Goodbye, it's because I was actually going through something with somebody at that particular point in time?
Okay, so it varies, to be honest. When I'm making music, I normally put Van first, because those are the listeners. So I try to make songs for each and every individual out there. So if you're heartbroken, you've got something to listen to. If you're in love, you've got something to listen to. Kana Ruda Pinambawa, you also get something. The inspiration Tongovo from life is not really personal all the time. I can tell you it is just a small percentage of my music. It is personal, where I can actually say, Ndaganyora songi because I was feeling this way. Most of the songs is just creativity, and that's it.
So you can write a love song whilst you're not in love?
Whilst I'm not in love, because I'm at work, that's my job. I will be just trying to cater for those that are in love.
So, okay, you're saying you're at work, that's your job, you're doing your job. But isn't there like where we then say, are you now doing the music because for passion, or are you doing it because people expect you to drop music?
I can say both. People expect me to drop music, and also it's my passion. So, Stotongo, CSA, Papo. I can just say both. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's this one particular thing that I'm thinking about that once came out quite some time ago about the Nama Awards.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there was some rumor. I don't do rumors. We don't do rumors.
Okay.
But there was like rumor had it at some point in time that you boycotted because you thought there was a little bit of, something going on behind the scenes.
I can't remember if it's Nama or Zima, but I'm sure it's Zima that I had a problem with. Because I submitted my music kuti squema categories, or nominated rather. And these guys vakazobudisa list ravo nominees and stuff. And I asked them, kuti kasi I didn't qualify. Then they were like, oh sorry, we forgot to put your name or whatever, your stuff that you had submitted. It was like a technical error, whatever. But however, you can just come and perform instead, because that's the only way ataukwanisa kukutisori. But in terms of us, kutiti ise music yako ma categories, it's a bit too late. But there was still time. So I was a bit, was not happy, to be honest, about that. The fact that Zim, I feel like that's the highest level, my awards in Zim, especially in terms of music, Zimbabwean, music, whatever awards. So for them to say Wakanga no with a song,
there was a technical,
and they say don't worry, you can still submit next time. Then I told them, but what if I don't have anything? Chandru feel I could qualify, I could submit. So we kind of had a back and forth. They tried to, I try to go cover. Then they ended up, like a public apology. Yeah, I think, it wasn't anything to do with Nama. I don't think it was Nama.
So going forward, would you still submit your music even, after that?
No, because I don't feel like my awards are not it was really fair. I feel like they already have people that they want. I can't say they are people. Possibly it's people that pay, if I want to win that award, I believe if I pay, I'll get it. So I don't think that's the way it should be done. But that's how it's done. Unfortunately, and I understand them because those people also want, to feed their families. So,
okay.
So yeah,
but
those are
feeding,
really anyways.
Feeding their families at the expense of,
Yeah, but those really because you find with some of the winners or even an Angola nominator don't really make sense even to the public. You see every time people complaining. And I know it happens world over where people complain about awards, but I think the corruption within my awards is a bit too much, and sometimes I don't make sense. I believe those people are not run my awards are an idea music industry throughout the year. They just take a submit, which means they don't even know, because it's hard for you to pick, let's say, song of the year kana mukungoti mukushandisa criteria yekuti you're taking what has been submitted. That clearly shows kuti something is not right, because song of the year, I believe is song in the song of the year. But if I don't, if let's say my song was number 1 throughout the year per my charts and everything, then gets all submitter. That means these guys are not going to pick that song. They're going to pick a song from whatever they have, which doesn't make sense. So that's why I'm saying kuti inini ndakawapa song yangu even isina kutombozivikana or isinomborira and I pay for it,
you automatically win. And
yeah. So I think it's a waste of time unless they change the system or whoever runs the organization. I'm sure
they can hear
I also think wakura.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they know what's happening in the streets. So I think they should give the younger generation a chance.
So basically we're saying they're gatekeepers.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Because I don't think they know what's happening. I don't think they just know to submit. Or they just when it's about time to. And this is what you to say, but it's embarrassing considering Kuti engage in the Zimbabwe Music Awards. Yeah.
I get it.
And I'm happy you asked me this question.
Well, I
had to
pour out.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm here anyway. Okay, so going forward, what's that one song that you dropped and you really felt like people slept on it?
Okay, there's this one called Now and Then, and there's this one called One Night. Yeah.
Okay. What could it have been the time that you dropped it at, or?
Well, to be honest, music is very unpredictable because I also have songs that anengaga fari ronewan disingato expect. Music is also spiritual, You can never know what the results will be up until I'm out. I can tell you now, in some studio, the Godzilla Zibenga, when I release it, people have different,
opinions of
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't even a formula in music. That person I gotta chita music, but I can even tell you, even my big artists sometimes they struggle. Like big artists, they drop music, people don't receive it the way they expect, people to receive it. So, it is what it is. No music, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so since you're in Zim, what are we expecting from you? What do you have, in store for us? What are you going to be doing in the next couple of weeks that we should definitely be on the lookout for? Okay.
Tunenge Chita, mainly so far we're focusing on shows. Like today, I've got this homecoming tour. And we've been, I think so far we've done like 5 towns. Then obviously I'll be doing music videos, I'll be recording, and doing my podcast and interviews as well.
And sitting down with Siwa.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's totally fine. So, as an artist, you always have something that you're cooking, right? So, do you think you can maybe describe your next big project with just 3 words on,
next big project, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, I prefer to do an awesome. I don't want to spoil it.
No, that's totally fine. Okay, So in closing,
Okay.
you're here, right? And people have a lot to say. People always have something to say, you know. And I always believe that the best person to ever say something or to sell themselves, it's you, you know.
Yeah.
So knowing what people have said about you, the perception that people have about you, what is that one thing that you would actually want to clear up?
I don't want to clear up anything actually. I actually like people to believe what they want to believe. Yeah, ndinotofila kuti vanhu vanokwanisa kundiona in person ndo vanofana kuita the privilege of actually knowing who the real person is. Zvimwe zvese should be a mystery, vanofana kufungidzira.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want people to know too much. Just like you, ndakakubvunza kuti wakambonzwawo here kwechinzi uyo musikana waCounfuzed before? Ever? Have you?
Have I?
Yeah.
Well.
Or mukadzi. Or anyone anouya achiti ndine mwana waCounfuzed.
No, actually, I have heard. I can't say that I've heard somebody saying they're your girlfriend or someone saying this is, you know, his person. But they have been, you know, on the other side, things that just circulate.
Okay.
But there's never been any confirmation.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, but then wakafamba ma streets, I'm not gonna turn on. I still assume what first I need to my baby.
Yeah, like I'd love to believe that you're a ladies' man.
I am actually.
You are.
I sing most of my music. I sing for the ladies. Yeah. So in that aspect, I am a ladies' man.
Okay.
Yeah. I love ladies and they love me too. Yeah.
I can't deny that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed having you here. And Zimbabwe, this has been Quonfuzed, and I think you all had what he has to say. I don't know if you have anything that you want to say in closing.
No, I just want to say thank you guys for having me. Shout out to earGROUND. Shout out to DJ Fidel, Daddy T, Balala, and also Platinum Prince, my partner in crime. And shout out to every Ndururani out there, Ndururani forever.
Thank you so much, you guys. Peace out.